Soft guy era men are boycotting porn and prostitutes. So this does not spell very well for women in Western society. Men who are now partaking in the soft guy era movement known as drizzle drizzle are saying that they will not spend money for dates, for physical intimacy, or for adult content. They are refusing to give their money to women in any way whatsoever unless she is able to provide value in his life. And as a result, we're seeing these men walk away from adult content, or more so refusing to pay for it. And they are also boycotting workers or ladies of the night, saying they will not pay for physical intimacy, especially when Chad and Tyrone get it for free. If we look at one of these comments, and this was on my video, Modern Women Are Having Meltdowns After Losing Pretty Privilege. Deadener says, well, first of all, if you're looking for physical intimacy, you shouldn't be dating or paying for it. Women let guys have access to physical intimacy for free. So just speak to a woman, let them know that you would like to be physically intimate, and play the lottery until you win. Simps, aka every guy looking for a relationship in one, it is what it is by definition, should be paying for the dates because they're trying to earn respect/loyalty. Some of these guys try to have it both ways, and that's where they're failing. You can't expect a relationship when you even won't pay for the first date. And you can't expect easy intimacy when you're playing the relationship role. It's one or the other. Now, here's the thing. The soft guy era guys are flipping this on its head. They're saying that, well, we're not doing that latter part, period. If you go out to dinner with someone who of value, for example, you want to do business with another company, you take them out to dinner, you wine and dine them. You basically, even though because they're the prize, and by being with them, it's going to give you access to lots of resources. But to just get your foot in the door, you have to show them that you are worth it, that you have value, that you are bringing value, that you can create value for them, because they already have their value. So men in their soft guy era, they're going overseas if they want physical intimacy. They're going overseas if they want to date and have children. But the women have to provide value. There are many different ways to provide value. If you go overseas and you meet a woman overseas, she will cook you a meal. She will make sure that your balls are empty and your belly is full. She will begin creating value immediately. Okay? Time equals money, energy equals time, and these are equivalent to money. So even though she may not have a lot of money, she's using her energy and her time to create value, which then translates to something that will allow her to gain access to your resources later on. But she has to show that she's bringing something to the table. So, simply put, modern men in their soft guy era, this last part here, they're not doing this anymore. They're not going to pay for the first date. The woman has to pay for the first date. The woman has to basically step up and say, "Yeah, I have value." And a date can be anything. A date could be a walk in the park. A date could be going out to get a couple of drinks of coffee or tea. Women have money today. Men are the prize. A woman, see, this is the thing. When you flip everything on its head and a woman has to be the woman has to be the one to pay for the date. Now she's going to say, well, oh my goodness, I don't want to go to an expensive place. Maybe drinks, we can go for a walk. We can go and grab drinks. We can do something cheap, something affordable. See, this is how they start thinking. When it was the other way around, because men are now saying that we want to go on these $800 dates. Women are like, are you kidding me? $800 isn't a lot of money. When a man says you're gonna have to take me on a date, we're gonna have to spend at least $100, $200. Women are pissed off with that. $100 on you, $200 on you, and these soft guy era dudes are asking for more like $500, $600, $700, $800. They're basically asking for what women have asked for a long time. And of course, what women do is they start to try tearing down a man's confidence and questioning a man's sexuality by saying that these men who say that they're in their soft guy era, are looking for are really on the down low. When in reality, these women don't have they're broke. They don't have money. They can't, they're brokies. So they're gonna go and attack a man because they can't afford to pay for a date. They can't afford to take him out for a nice meal. They can't afford these things. They cannot afford to do the things that they are asking men to do for them. You know, and that's how brokies operate. That's how brokies operate. You know, because it's unfortunate, but they use these types of dialogue because to deflect from the fact that they're broke and they can't afford it. They don't have it.
So I knew the hit dogs would holler with my last video about the soft guy era, the whole drizzle movement, right? I understand and I know exactly what it is. But what you men fail to realize that's participating in this so-called satire, this so-called sarcasm that's going on, this whole little made-up movement, what you don't realize is that real masculine men do not reciprocate the energy. They don't reciprocate female energy. They're not trying to get their lick back. You all are trying to make up something.
They're trying to get their lick back. In other words, so after what women have done, she sees it. She knows exactly what women have done. Men are basic. You're not trying to reciprocate female energy. In other words, you don't stand up for yourself. You basically just take whatever a woman gives to you and does to you. Because a man who fights for himself, a man who stands up for himself is a weak man. If a man, guys, check this out. A man who stands up to a woman is a weak man. Y'all see that? Men standing up to women is feminine energy. A masculine man does not stand up to a woman. A masculine man gives a woman what she wants or walks away. He does not respond to her because that's feminine. That's female behavior right there. Standing up for yourself to a woman is a feminine act. Y'all see this? Y'all see this?
To get back at the little sprinkle lady. Masculine men don't have time for that. So it's just showing, proving that a lot of you men are feminine. Masculine men do not care about how much money women make. They don't care about how educated you are, how much money you make, because that's not what they need you for. That's not what they want you for. A masculine man who understands his role and responsibility can date and deal with a woman working in a McDonald's drive-thru or whatever.
Y'all see that? Working a masculine man is not looking at how much money a woman makes. So it doesn't matter if she comes from the streets. It doesn't matter where she comes from. A masculine man doesn't worry about those things. A masculine man will date a woman who works at McDonald's or wherever. Doesn't matter if she's working at McDonald's or she's coming out of prison. A masculine man looks beyond those things and he will date a woman no matter where she's coming from. Guys, do you see this? So while women have great expectations of men and women will not date down, men must always date down and take whatever they can get. Men must never have any standards whatsoever or any expectations of women. Even though men and women are equal, even though men and women are making the same amount of money today, it will always be a man's responsibility to pay for everything. There was a video of this guy, I forget, and it was on YouTube, and basically this guy, he was dating this girl. I believe they were both in college, and they were being stopped and interviewed for a video, and they asked the guy, how much money do you have in your bank account right now? And he said something like $500. And they asked the girl, how much money do you have in your bank account right now? And she said something like $85,000. What? So the guy was in literal shock, and he goes, $85,000? and you're always making me pay for everything. And the guy, they said, well, the interviewer was like, where did you get $85,000 from as a college student? And she goes, oh, my father gave it to me. And her boyfriend is like, why do you always make me pay for everything if you have $85,000 in the bank? And she goes, because you're the man. Dude broke up with her then and there. He flipped out because here he is, basically spending his financial aid money, his pocket money that he's getting from his parents. What maybe doing food deliveries while hustling and in college, and she's out here with $85,000 in the bank, 85K, and she will not pay for anything. And she knows what position he's in financially. Do y'all see why men walk away? By the way, guys, don't forget that I have another channel called Angry where I discuss gaming, anime, geek stuff, nerd stuff, real world stuff, and whatever else interests me. There's a link to it in the description of the video. Go check it out. Subscribe to the channel. Support my content. And don't forget that I also have another channel called Men Walking Away. If you're enjoying the content on the Angry Guy channel and you want even more of this content, head over to the Men Walking Away channel where I release daily videos. There's a link to it in the description of the video. Go check it out. Subscribe to the channel. Support my work. Guys, this is the reason why men in their soft guy era are boycotting adult content. They're boycotting ladies of the night. They're saying we don't want to have anything to do with that. We're avoiding these people. They're not good for us. They're not good for our health. They're not good for our their pockets. We will get it for free. Chad and Tyrone get it for free. So why the hell are we going to pay for it when these guys are bums? Like, these are guys, you have to think about this. Among men of value, right? Chad and Tyrone are low value men. Chad and Tyrone are low value men among men of value. Someone said it very well, like some time ago in the comment section where I was talking about the subject, where a woman will go, like you'll have a kingdom, and she will pass up the king to go and hook up with the court jester, and then expect the king to subsidize her afterwards. So basically the king becomes her plan B guy. And even though she's now with the king, she's still running around with the court jester. In fact, the king's kids aren't even the king's. And then she would get pissed off and say that the king is unjust because the king doesn't want to have anything to do with a woman who chose the court jester over him. Guys, this is why I like the acronym. Can't understand normal thinking. It fits perfectly. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. What do you think regarding this whole boycott? And are you surprised by it? And do you think more men are going to jump on the bandwagon? Let me know your thoughts and we'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA Men Walking Away. And cheers.